I grew up in a small town in Kerala, tucked between sprawling fields and verdant forests. During monsoons, the river would swell up and cut off roads and turn into a dangerous playground for us younglings. The local temple festivals would gift us days and nights of thrills. We had a sports club that organized football competitions to keep us engaged. But other than that, rural life was quiet. My family was normal enough, a little strict, but loving. I was just your average kid trying to figure out my place in the world. But then, this one summer, everything changed. I was 15 when I started hanging out with this group of friends. We were all in the same class, and like any group of teenage boys, we spent most of our time trying to find something interesting to do, especially during school holidays. One day, one of my friends, Varun, told us about a place near the outskirts of our town called the Lonely Rock. It's this massive boulder hidden in the woods. The rock itself isn't what's scary. It's what apparently happens when you step onto it. Some who have survived the ordeal say the moment you stand on the rock, everything around you changes. The forest looks different, as if the landscape has suddenly changed. Sounds you expect, wind, insects, birds, even your own voices, just fades away into nothing. If you are unlucky, you just disappear. Some older folks told us that the rock's power is tied to the cycle of the moon. Sometimes it's dormant, and other times, when the moon is just right, its pull is stronger. That's why some vanish without a trace, while others walk away shaken but unharmed. No one knows where they go. Some say it's another hellish dimension, a mirror world of insanity. I didn't believe it. I don't think any of us did. A lot of people believed this legend and stayed away. But we were foolhardy. Varun dared us to go there at night, just to prove we weren't scared. And like the fools we were, we all agreed, without a second thought. That night, after lying about our plans to our families, we all met up, grabbed a few flashlights, and headed out. We hiked for about half an hour, laughing and joking, until we reached the spot. The forest there was dense, the kind of place where even the moonlight struggles to break through, leaving everything in a heavy, shadowed silence. It felt different, but none of us wanted to admit it. There it was, the rock. It wasn't anything special at first glance, just a big flat boulder sitting in the middle of nowhere. But as we drew closer, the air seemed to tighten around us, stifling, as if every breath carried an edge of dread. Some of the boys wanted to chicken out. It was Varun, of course, who said we had to follow through with the dare. So, one by one, we climbed onto the rock. Nothing happened at first. Nothing weird, I mean. We started laughing at how anticlimactic it all felt. But then, the wind stopped. Completely. The forest, which had been buzzing with the sounds of insects, fell dead silent. We all stood there, frozen. Varun tried to laugh it off, but his voice cracked. We knew something was wrong. That's when we all saw it, the unearthly apparition that was the stuff of nightmares. A figure stood just beyond the tree line, tall, thin, almost human, but wrong. Its shape didn't belong to any creation birthed in this world. We couldn't make out its face, but we could feel it watching us, watching me. My body locked up. Every instinct screamed to run, but I couldn't move. None of us could. From the dark, a hand emerged, long, twisted fingers that seemed to stretch impossibly far. The limb moved through the darkness, a grotesque extension of the night. It stretched further than any normal limb should. The fingers, unnaturally long, crawled through the air, writhing, searching. The space around it seemed to warp, bending under the creature's grasp. Fear flooded my chest as the hand crept closer. It wasn't just reaching toward us, it was reaching into us. Icy tendrils wrapped around my mind, tugging at its neural pathways. Someone screamed, and the trance broke. We all bolted, running through the forest as fast as we could, stumbling over roots and branches, not daring to look back. But the ever-lengthening hand chased us. I could feel it gaining on me, even though I never turned around. Thankfully, it never caught up to us. We eventually made it back to town, collapsing onto the ground outside Varun's house. None of us spoke. We didn't need to. We parted ways with silent goodbyes. For days, sleep escaped me, my mind replaying the horror of that vile hand, relentless in its pursuit. The others suffered too, trapped in the same nightmare. Varun most of all. He changed after that night. He became withdrawn, paranoid. He started talking about seeing the figure in his room at night, standing over his bed. His parents turned to both medical treatments and spiritual rituals, but neither brought any relief. He shut us out completely, choosing instead to retreat into the shadows of his room, where he could hide from everything. Then, one day, he vanished. I couldn't help but feel responsible. If we hadn't gone out there that night, maybe Varun would still be here.